I've been up here before. It's a nice sound view. How long has this building been here? Has this been part of the...
12 years.
Now we probably have to stand close together because this is one of those old-fashioned cameras that has one lens on it. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is lovely. Yeah. So yes, we're here now just to talk about. It's been last August, I think you guys formed for around August of 2006.
We've been talking about it for a few years.
Right. And how did it come together? Was it just the typical thing of recognising there's a need here, or I don't know if it was just a late night conversation, or?
Yeah, I think the conversation probably started about 4 or 5 years ago with the amount of kids that were coming up, and then it was hard to know if we'd be able to prove need, and it went on the back burner for a while. And then last year we were sitting, there was this football tournament here, and the amount of kids, there was about 100 or something, 150 kids under the age of 10 or 12 there, and we suddenly thought, where are these guys going to be in 5 years?
Right.
So we sat down and we started talking about it.
So it is taking shape. I know that it's always a long road to get something major like this. The fact that it is needed, and I don't think anybody could sort of deny that, means that everybody wants the same thing here within this community. Is there a feeling now that as time has progressed that you would have like a hope that it'll be a reality by the end of this year? Would you look to next year? I know that the latest development with Cairn Homes suggests that it's going to be soon. I don't know whether you guys would be optimistic.
The planning permission has not been granted for that yet, so it's still all theoretical. They've said that they'll provide a facility, one interim facility, and then a bigger facility once the whole development is done. But it's still at the planning stage, so it would be awesome if it worked, but we have to just kind of wait and see.
Well, it amazed me now the weekend that it turned out, even though you guys have been actively pursuing this, and I know people like Jennifer Whitmore, you've got great people around you that have been been heavily involved in this, that I suppose in a way it's natural some people just hadn't heard of you. So I don't know whether there's a feeling now that it is a little bit more out there, that people in bigger parties have put out press releases saying that they're also going to help. Does that give you kind of hope that this will move quicker than it had been moving? Do you feel that there is still a lot of work to be done, or?
Well, there's still a lot of work to be done. The centre still has to be set up. I mean, there's a bit of Charlesland has kind of its own community to a certain extent. Part of Greystone's got its own community. So here we're quite well known because we've been running samba drumming camps. We have music camps coming up. We're working with Music Generation. We've done surveys. We've done focus groups. So within Charlesland, we're definitely very, very well known.
Yeah.
And then any help that we get, really, I mean, of course, it's brilliant. The wider our net is cast, it's great.
Yeah, there's something important about building momentum for something like this. It's a big ask. So we're asking for something that will provide for what we see as upwards of 500 to 800 teenagers over the next 10 years. What we see is a community that needs to respond to that. For us, it's important that the young people are involved also in every stage of the development of a youth centre. It's got to be theirs. They've got to have a sense that this community is responding to their needs and inviting them to be part of it. So there is something about how we announce something like this in the macro, but there's also really serious work happening in the micro, where young people need to be telling us, what do we want in there and what shape should it be, because if we build a centre, or a centre is built and young people haven't been part of that, then there's another whole piece of work which is about trying to get them in through the door. So that's exciting stuff, but there's graft involved. And I suppose the commitment to that graft is vital, especially if we're not completely sure about the timeline going forward. Our commitment is what should drive it, and their engagement and involvement should be also a driver.
And that's a step of the plan along the way. Every step we've done, we've been back to the community and asking people to engage with us. We're at the moment, we're lobbying for something, but we're not the voices that are going to set it up and are going to be it and are going to have ownership of it. Right. It's everybody in the community, especially the young people.
It does seem like a good committee, and the community are behind it. I don't know what, given that we're able to sort of speak freely now. Is there anybody on the committee you'd like to get rid of? Any dead wood? Are they all decent enough? Whitmore's all right. Is she? It's just we could use this. It's just
I think all of them. We've been really, really lucky. It's funny, but we've been really lucky because every single person on the committee has come because we have a passion for community and we have a passion for the youth and helping youth have ownership and a place within society. And also, we all have, it's such an equal group of people who all have specific areas of expertise, and we all feed into one great big one. We're brilliant.
Yeah. And I think it is. I think, of course, naturally that and it's great to have as always happens now with new housing developments, that there has to be an allowance for the fact that there's a community going to be there. So it'll be great that there will be some kind of, you know, from the Cairn Homes point of view, that they will be able to provide some kind of, you know, hopefully that there will be a building within their plans. So I do think that there is that feeling that this will be a reality, hopefully within a year, within 2 years.
We can't say timeline, but it's on moving forward. It has momentum and it's moving forward.
And
so all we can hope is that it continues moving forward.
Given all my work now, would it be possible to call it after me? Would it be like, have you chosen a name yet for the centre?
Tender, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I can do a logo. I'll do a logo and stuff. Yeah, I'll have that ready. I'll have it ready for you Monday. So. No, they wouldn't understand. You know, they wouldn't really care either. But I could have a nice mural done of me, and you know, just playing tennis or, you know, helping children, do something like that. Be nice.